ndio hiyo sasa. The good governor of Murang'a County, His Excellency Irungu Kang'ata, ni mchokozi sana. He has written another letter, this time not to the president but to all men, saying, dear men, if you want to get to Singapore, stick to one wife. Full stop. I guess kabla tufike Singapore, tutaona mambo Kenya hii. Including this theory, let us call it Singapore theory of monogamy. And according to this school of thought, the secret sauce to becoming an economic tiger is not infrastructure, education, rule of law, or competent institutions. Hapana. It's one wife, well maintained. Full stop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Development Economics Murang'a edition. We are told to get to Singapore. Kenyan men must first pass through Registrar of Marriages, armed with vows of singular affection and a tight family WhatsApp group. Apparently, GDP ikisikia tu ama inusie, kuna side chick mahali ina freeze, inflation inapanda, project zinasimama na kadhalika. But the reality is, the world didn't develop on marital discipline. Across history and across continents, development's never been delayed by a number of partners in one herd. Not one country, any project stalled or tech innovation failed because of a number of partners someone had. In fact, if personal complication were a development barrier, global economy would still be powered by animals. But the irony is, pressure builds creativity. And here is the inconvenient truth nobody wants to admit. The more complicated your personal life, the more, or rather, the sharper your survival instinct. More responsibilities, more bills, more emotional negotiations. Congratulations. You have accidentally enrolled in an advanced MBA in resource allocation, time management, and crisis control. If anything, multiple commitments have historically produced extreme efficiency, high emotional intelligence, and elite level lying skills. Transferable to politics, by the way. Singapore didn't get where it is because people were romantically minimalistic. It got there because system worked even when humans didn't. Leaders are not monks. Sawa. Globally, in politics or in businesses, leaders are not selected based on marital purity. They are chosen because they build institutions, enforce laws, plan long-term, and reward productivity. Whether someone goes home to one spouse or spouses or emotional chaos is irrelevant as long as systems are working. If morality alone built nations, then monasteries would be economic superpowers. And therefore, Singapore did not wake up one morning and say, from today, let there be one wife and prosperity shall follow. Singapore said, zero tolerance to corruption, competent civil service, planning beyond elections and consequences for failure. Funny enough, none of these are affected by how many times someone says, I love you at home. Kenyan's problem, therefore, is not about bedroom. It is about boardroom. Kenya is struggling because of, is not struggling because of family structure. It is struggling because projects are started without finishing. Policies change with moods. Accountability is optional and vision ends at the next rally. Singapore is not rich because people kept one wife. Singapore is rich because leaders kept one word. So, Bwana Governor, Singapore is not a marital destination. It is a systems destination. It is an institutional destination. It is a discipline in governance destination, not a discipline in love life destination. You don't reach Singapore by reducing partners. Ongeza. You reach Singapore by reducing corruption, excuses, and incompetence. Shida ni kwamba Bwana Governor, Your Excellency, hata nikikuelezea hii, I swear huwezi elewa. Huwezi